Alright, what's happening everybody? It's your boy Akeen again and welcome to the Pro Football exclusive NFL blog. Here to give you the key matchups for week 14 of the NFL season. We already seen last night's game between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Cleveland was held to just 3 points as Pittsburgh won 14-3. Great job by that Pittsburgh defense. They've made a tremendous effort in that key win. Now it's time for me to give you the remaining key matchups for week 14 for Sunday and Monday night's games. I'm going to start with this game between Carolina and Atlanta. It's a good NFC South division at Carolina. Now, last week against the Houston Texans, Atlanta Falcon quarterback Matt Ryan was pretty much shut down by that Houston defense, and they really need to bounce back this week. Now, Carolina, they struggle against the run in this matchup, so Michael the Burner Turner really needs to step up for this game to help out Matt Ryan, and I think he's going to do well in this matchup to help out Matt Ryan and spread that passing game for the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm going to go with Atlanta over Carolina in that matchup. Next, Miami's at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. At quarterback, Vince Young, he has been having a hard time leading his team to wins without Michael Vick. That Eagle defense, that Eagle offense has been struggling, and they're pretty much nothing without him. Vince Young really needs to improve in his decision making in passing the football. For this matchup, I'm going to have to go with Miami Dolphins. They have been on fire. Matt Moore has been connecting with his receivers, and that defense for Miami has been stepping up. So for fantasy football play, I think you should start that Miami defense against the Philadelphia offense. Yes, I believe that you should still start LaShawn McCoy on the offensive side, but defensively, I think they're going to hold McCoy to under no touchdowns in this game. I think McCoy can still give you some good, valuable yardage rights for fantasy football play, but I doubt he's going to score. If you still want to start McCoy, feel free, but I really think that Miami's defense is going to step up because the lack of the performance of Vince Young at quarterback. Next, New Orleans is going to be traveling to Tennessee to face the Titans. Tennessee has actually been doing so much better with the emergence of Chris Johnson. Over 800 yards now. He now has over 4 yards per carry. He's having a great year coming towards the second half, and I think he's going to be key to this game. I think Tennessee's going to dish the ball to him a lot more running the football. Now, for fantasy play, many people are worried about Matt Hasselbeck's performance. Now, here is a big fact. When Chris Johnson rushes for over 100 yards, Matt Hasselbeck is actually, his production has lowered in value, under 150 yards per game when Chris Johnson does well in this matchup. But New Orleans is actually 30th in the league in pass defense. So I think Matt Hasselbeck can still give you some good, valuable fantasy football points. If you have a two-league system where you have at least two quarterbacks to play in fantasy play, feel free to use Matt Hasselbeck in this matchup. I think he can give you some good, valuable points between 10 and 15 points in this game against the New Orleans Saints. Now, overall, I have to go with the Saints in this one. They're 9-3. They're looking to get that home that first round bye for the playoffs. They're fighting against the San Francisco 49ers, who faces the Arizona Cardinals. I'll get to you that in just a second. But the Saints really need to pull this win. They want to get that first round bye, and I think they're going to do so against the Tennessee Titans at Tennessee. Next, Houston is going to be traveling to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. Bengals lost last week to Pittsburgh, and they really need to pull this win. Now, TJ Yates is starting again at quarterback for Houston, and I do not think he's going to perform as great this week against a great Cincinnati defense as he did last week against the Atlanta Falcons. I don't think he's going to be getting two great wins two weeks in a row. So I'm going to have to go with Cincinnati in this game. Next, San Francisco is going to be traveling to Arizona to face the Cardinals. San Francisco is battling between them and the New Orleans Saints for the first round bye. I think this is going to be an easy win for them. Chris Wells, I think you should drop him this week against that San Francisco defense. #1 defense overall, especially running the football. I don't think Chris Wells is going to have a good performance. Yes, they do have Kevin Cobb back at quarterback, but I think San Francisco is going to prevail over the Cardinals in this game. Next, Buffalo is going to be traveling to San Diego to face the Chargers. San Diego has been on fire. I'm going to have to go with San Diego because of their last week performance. Phillip Rivers was actually the NFL Offensive Player of the Week last week against the Jaguars, and I think he's going to do well against the Buffalo Bills, who has been struggling with the loss of Fred Jackson. Ever since Fred Jackson has been out, Buffalo Bills has not been doing too well, and I think San Diego is going to take advantage of that. Now, I still think that you should start C.J. Spiller at the running back position against that San Diego defense. San Diego actually gave up 24 points in fantasy play against Maurice Jones-Drew last week. Maurice Jones-Drew posted up 24 points, and I think C.J. Spiller can get you at least 15 points in this game. So go ahead and start C.J. Spiller, but I'm still going to go with the Chargers with the win. Next, NFC East matchup, pretty much the matchup of the week between the New York Giants against the Dallas Cowboys at Dallas. Now, the question that everybody should have in mind is, who do you trust more, Eli Manning or Tony Romo? I honestly believe that Eli Manning is the better, more trustworthy quarterback, so I'm going to have to go with Eli Manning and the Giants in that matchup. They are playing against a tough Dallas defense, but I'm not sure about Tony Romo. When there's big matches, when there's games on the line, big matches for Tony Romo, he does not perform too well, and I think that with that Giants defense, I think they're going to step up as well, but Eli Manning is going to have a better game. Last week, the Giants posted up 35 points against the undefeated Packers last week, when the 35-38 loss, and I think they're going to do better this week. They're just second place in the NFC East standings, and they really need to get this win to get that notch over the Dallas and get to inside the playoffs. So I'm going to have to go with the Giants in this game. Now, the Monday Night Football matchup between St. Louis and Seattle. Seattle running back Marshawn Lynch has been a beast lately, especially when he's been eating his Skittles. We've been seeing him on the sideline eating the Skittles, getting that energy boost, and he has been playing like a beast. Now, the Rams are the worst team against the run. Marshawn Lynch is still going to have a great matchup against this terrible run defense team of the Rams, so I'm going to have to go with the Seattle Seahawks over the Rams because of that fact. Marshawn Lynch has been emerging, and the fact that the Rams are the weakest team against the run. Now, another thing about fantasy football play, I have a little sleeper for you guys this week. The Denver defense against Chicago this week. It's going to be at Denver when Denver hosts the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears does not have Jay Cutler starting at quarterback. They have Caleb Henney. Also, they're going to have to play without star running back Matt Forte, who is pretty much the offense for the Chicago Bears. And plus, Denver's actually bringing back Von Miller with a thumb injury. He should be able to play this week. With him having over 10 sacks this season as a rookie, he should get to that quarterback, Caleb Henney, wreak havoc on him, rush the quarterback a lot often, and I think they're going to get some sacks and give you some good fantasy points on the defensive side of the ball. So I think you should start Denver's defense against the Chicago Bears. Now, I'm going to catch you guys next week for Week 14 of the NFL season. Thank you for watching today's vlogs from Pro Football Exclusive. I'm your man, the famous Akeem McCall. Be easy.